403 is what you're presenting first, and then followed by SB 463.
Definitely, thank you. Chair and members of the public, the goal of this bill is to ban the kinds of caste discrimination that exist on every single continent in this world. Caste systems are a social hierarchy that limit human potential, crush spirits, and cause intergenerational trauma spanning centuries. People suffer in silence, forever trapped in this bondage. Caste discrimination poses a threat to California industries, from agriculture to healthcare and technology, and the overwhelming response from people across the state in support and opposition to the bill has exposed a hidden discrimination. Caste discrimination manifests as housing discrimination, unfair hiring practices, human trafficking, workplace bullying, harassment, gender-based violence, and sexual abuse. There simply is no place for this type of discrimination. SB 403 is a simple bill that does not harm or target any community nor religion. It clarifies that caste discrimination will not be tolerated in California under our Fair Employment and Housing Opportunity Act, the Unrust Civil Rights Act, and the Education Code. It defines how caste systems may manifest and follows the Civil Rights Department's authority for enforcement of violations. The appropriations analysis specifically states that the fiscal impact of the bill would be minor, if any. Additionally, the amendments made in Assembly Judiciary potentially minimize the range of legal challenges that could arise, reducing the potential scope of litigation against this bill and leading to a more expedited path to justice for individuals claiming caste discrimination. Caste is a civil, racial, gender, workers, women's, and human rights issue, which is why the coalition of supporters across the sectors include the Labor Federation, ACLU, NAACP, the Me Too movement, Hindus for Human Rights, and so many others, including the coalition of Sikh communities across California, Hindu community members, Sikh members, Muslim community members, Christian, Jewish, Jain, and many other interfaith communities support SB 403. The bill never did and was never intended to single out any particular group, and the data is available, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. You have a witness?
We do, but just for an effort of time, if all of you guys who support the bill just stand up and...
Okay. Thank you. And I thought you might have had a technical witness or
we have two witnesses here. We have
you may sit.
Sam Gordon, the Chief Programs Officer of Tech Equity Collaborative, and Thenmori Sundarajan, Executive Director of Equality Labs.
Okay, if they're here to present, unless you don't need them to present, it's their choice. We have you down as a witness, so you have 2 minutes.
Thanks. Thank you, Chair Holden and honorable members of the Appropriations Committee for this opportunity to speak in strong support of SB 403. As the Senator said, my name is Samantha Gordon. I'm the Chief Programs Officer at Tech Equity Collaborative. We work on addressing inequities within the tech industry and are proud co-sponsors of this bill. Multiple national publications from the Washington Post, Slate, Wired have all written about caste discrimination within the tech industry. The caste system, which is a social hierarchy that determines the opportunities you have in the workplace and the proximity to violence and social exclusion you may face, is a looming presence in Silicon Valley. Workers are reporting experiencing casteist slurs, discriminatory hiring and firing, sexual harassment, and aggressive searches for evidence of their caste. The consequences of being quote-unquote found out as one caste or another can lead to career immobility, harassment in the workplace, exclusion from opportunity, or preferential treatment if you're considered from the right caste. California should be a place where all people can be free from discrimination. SB 403 is vital in providing protection from caste discrimination. Many legal experts agree caste is already functionally protected under other protected characteristics such as race, religion, national origin, and ancestry, as caste is inextricably intertwined with and is based on the intersection of other protected identities. This bill is declarative of existing law and therefore has minor, if any, fiscal impacts for our state. But because of the grave discrimination caste-oppressed Californians face, these existing protections must be made very clear in order to ensure caste-oppressed people feel comfortable coming forward when they're experiencing discrimination. Enumerating these protections into our laws helps impacted people feel confident that they have rights and protections to non-discrimination based on their caste. It also helps ensure that employers and HR professionals will train on these issues and help prevent workplace harms that stem from caste bias and discrimination.
Can you bring your statement to a close?
Thank you. This legislation has received bipartisan and overwhelming support in the Senate and passed the Assembly Judiciary Committee with a 9-0 vote. We respectfully request your aye vote on this critical anti-discrimination policy. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next witness.
Thank you, Chair Holden and honorable members of this committee for this opportunity to speak on behalf of SB 403. I am a caste-oppressed Californian and a proud member of the Californians for Caste Equity Coalition. All my life, I have experienced caste. I was bullied in school, have faced threats of deep violence, and even fled to a safe house because bigots threatened me and my family for speaking out about this issue. But my story is just one of thousands of testimonies shared with legislatures on this urgent issue. That is why my colleagues and I are coming out of the closet to speak on this issue, because we can no longer allow the exclusion and discrimination of our people be invisible in the eyes of the legal system. In our research, we found that 1 in 4 of us face physical and verbal assault, 1 in 3 educational discrimination, and 2 out of 3 workplace discrimination. And today, this room is filled with constituents from across the state, from San Diego to Bakersfield, from Fresno to Sacramento, from Yuba City to the Bay Area, and even Shasta County. We come here as workers from across many industries. We are farmers, truck drivers, nurses, restaurant workers, small business owners, doctors, and techies, each with our own story of heartbreak, each with a joint determination to end this discrimination once and for all. We are also flanked by civil rights organizations like the ACLU, the American Bar Association of America, the South Asian Bar Association of America, the Asian Legal Caucus, the NAACP, and the California Employment Lawyers Association, as well as the Me Too movement and thousands more. Given the grave discrimination, caste equity is needed and widely supported across both parties, and making it explicit ensures clarity in enforcement, training, and cases that can arise.
Can you bring your comments to a close?
There is no price to civil rights. We need to be free, and we ask for the committee to stand with us and to make history across the state and across the nation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony, both of you. And we now have 2 witnesses who have indicated to the Appropriations Committee that they would like to testify in opposition. Samir Kalra? Is she present? No? Ramya Ramkrishna? Okay, we'll just move to public comment. For those who would like to speak in favor or in opposition to the bill, you have the opportunity to do so. Just name, organization, and position on the bill. Seeing none, we'll bring it back. I'm sorry. Okay, seeing none, we'll bring it back to the committee. Are there any questions? Is there a motion? We need a motion? Okay. Bellerin? We thank you for your presentation of the bill. We thank you for your efficiency and allowing us to move through the important topic. We turn to you now if you have any closing comments.
I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
The bill is out, due pass. It's out with a, let's see. The bill is out. Republicans not voting, with Dolly voting no and Sanchez voting aye. Okay. We'll now move to 463.
I will say that it's the fastest for that particular bill. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay.